Hi, I'm Brad Coleman. I am the campus pastor at Christ Church Highland Park. And I just wanted to share some things this morning that I've been learning as we've been going through the book of Daniel. One of the things that I've been struck with is how these kings that Daniel serves under are apparently all powerful. They're oppressive, they're tyrannical, they lead through intimidation. And yet, Daniel is able to stand up to them in complete confidence. I think one of the things that we're seeing in the book of Daniel is this difference in stark contrast between the idea of arrogance and confidence. Arrogance and confidence. You see, arrogance actually comes from a place of insecurity. If we're not comfortable with who we are, if we're not confident in who we are, then we need to prove ourselves to others. We need to try to gain their approval. We need to try to gain their respect. And in fact, the kings of Babylon gained respect by mandating respect. That's the way that they got people to respect them. But they were actually full of arrogance. So this insecurity causes us to be self-focused and self-centered and self-obsessed and self-absorbed. Our whole lives just fold in on each other. Confidence, on the other hand, comes from a place of security. When we know who we are and we know who our God is, we have nothing to hide. We have nothing to prove. I know who I am. I can live confidently. And that's freedom. That's true freedom. What is really ironic about that, though, is that we're talking about kings and a prisoner. And who's free between those two? The king or the prisoner? The king is acting out of insecurity. The prisoner is acting in true freedom. Now, who's the needy one between those two? The king who's got wealth and position and power, or this captive from Judah? The king is actually needy. The prisoner is actually free. We have an opportunity to live in that kind of freedom where we have nothing to prove, nothing to hide, nothing to fear, nothing to lose, because we know who we are and we know whose we are. Jesus is the greatest example of this in history. He is the only one who ever lived completely free. If we look at his life, we see what a life of freedom really looks like. Paul told us, it's for freedom that you have been set free. In other words, you're free. So walk in freedom. When the life of the free one, Jesus, is in us, we too can live with nothing to prove, nothing to hide, nothing to fear, nothing to lose. May we walk with that kind of freedom and secure confidence. Amen.